Hello everybody, my name is Disha Parekh and welcome to the virtual class of science. In this session, we will continue to understand the structure of the cell. To understand the structure of the cell, we have divided the structure into three parts: cell membrane, nucleus and cytoplasm. In the previous sessions, we have covered cell membrane, nucleus and cytoplasm. But as we know that cytoplasm have various kinds of organelles: mitochondria, lysosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes, Golgi body, centrosomes, vacuoles and plastids. In the previous sessions, we have covered mitochondria, lysosomes, endoplasmic reticulum. In this session, we will cover all these remaining organelles. So let's start and learn about these organelles one by one. Ribosomes. Ribosomes are found freely in cytoplasm or as attached particles on rough endoplasmic reticulum. Here are the ribosomes. You can see in this diagram. Ribosomes are not surrounded by membrane. Ribosomes are made up of RNA and proteins. Ribosomes' main function is to synthesize protein. Next come Golgi body. As you can see, there are two diagrams: Golgi apparatus and Golgi body in a cell. This is a diagram you can see in which a cell having a Golgi body, and this is a described structure of Golgi body. Golgi body is found near nucleus in the form of flat disc shaped vesicles. It helps in synthesis and secretion of sugars, proteins and pectin, etc. Now comes centrosome. As you can see, the highlighted portion is known as centrosome. It is found only in animal cell in star-like shape near nucleus. Centrosome has two centrioles and each composed of 9 microtubule triplets, which are placed at right angle to each other. Its main function is to form spindle fibers during cell division in animal cell. As you can see that this is chromatid, these are the spindles, and the centermost part is centromere, and these are the spindles formed by the centrosomes. It forms the tail of sperm and the basal point of locomotory organs like flagella. Now comes vacuole. Bubble-like structure found in cytoplasm of the cell called vacuoles. This diagram is of plant cell, that is why the vacuole is very large. It is surrounded by a membrane called tonoplast. The fluid found in vacuole is cell sap. The sap contains water and excretory substances. Its main function is to keep the cell in turgid state and stores water and other waste substances. Now comes plastid. Plastids are found only in plant cell. These appear of different colors due to different pigments present in them, and because of this presence of pigments only, we can divide plastids into three types: chloroplast, which is in green color; chromoplast, which is colorful, or we can say chromoplast is of different colors; leucoplast, which is colorless or transparent. Now we will understand the structure of chloroplast. This is a label diagram of chloroplast. This is the outer membrane and this one is the inner membrane. So by seeing this, we can say that Chloroplast is a double membrane bound organelle. Inner portion is surrounded by stroma. Inside these membranes there is an aqueous fluid which is known as stroma. Stroma contains complex membrane system made up of thylakoids. Thylakoids are arranged one above the other like the stack of coins and form the grana. The membrane of thylakoids and stroma have enzymes related to photosynthesis. As you all know that in the process of photosynthesis, chloroplast is the pigment which is very essential for that process. Stroma also has DNA and ribosomes. So children, by this session we have covered all the organelles found in the cell. Hope you will see these slides carefully and understand the organelles carefully. Thank you.